Why these tours matter for agents. So let's consider these tours as a conference. It's a seminar where you come and learn. It's tax deductible because it's education. You gain new skills, new market data in different countries, and you can compare it to your market. Some immigration, taxation, and legal frameworks on what things you need to be mindful of, or what your client needs to be mindful of before they move there. Some of the political landscape, some opportunities that can come with some instability, currency fluctuations. That's always, a win for the currency that is stronger into a country that you're going in. So many agents use these tours to bring their clients or discover new destinations, create content, talk about what is international real estate like, where they are, and the partners as well. This not only positions you as a local agent, but also as a global agent that you know what you're talking about, that you have a good team, solid on the ground. And then it brings together, local trusted agents who live in the location full time. There might be expats, there might be locals, but then we have selected the groups that know what they're doing, they do the due diligence, they're ethical, and they can work with you hand in hand if you are working from a different location. So you learn what can go right, what can go wrong, and also protect your reputation because you never know. Sometimes when you send a referral, a lead to somebody that you don't know, how they're going to be treated or how they're going to be closing, if they're going to be, following a certain framework on how the transaction should go. It's super important that you protect your reputation where you are because your license is also in play when the client is your client in the US or Canada and you send this client abroad. So you better have a good team that supports the way that you do business as well. What's our mission? So our main mission with these tours is to connect all the agents across borders. We are brokerage agnostic. We don't have one brokerage specific. We do have a network of vetted agents already that we work and trust. But if you have a new contact that can be an ambassador in a location, please let us know. Our idea is to generate revenue through these events, and that way everybody wins. The giving agent, the receiving agent. The idea is that we keep them the economy moving by these referrals and provide immersive property tours in prime locations. We want to make sure that we have selected different locations that are hot, probably they already have some traffic and then they're known worldwide. So might as well just leverage that how they're known, or they have the local fame, and it's a hot market. So the idea is to deliver practical education through hands-on experience, but also elevate and have a cohesive ethical group that want to do things right. This is an example on the commission splits that can be done. This is just a simple, basic example. For example, for global referrals, basic numbers. Let's say that the property is $500,000 and the commission is 2%. This is simple math. If you send a referral somewhere else, if you're the originating agent and if it's your client, you can send the referral to the receiving agent and you can maybe make that 30% easily by connecting two people that are going to meet and the other person is going to finish the transaction. This will vary based on your agreement with each agent, and you make the decision on what is the split between the, who gives the client to the other agent that is going to close the transaction. This can be anywhere from 90-10, or it can be 50-50, it can be 20-80, whatever you decide. Because sometimes, at least for us, if somebody brings us the client that is ready to go, they have cash, there is no problem with closing like less than 30 days, we're happy to split 50%. And if the client comes with all the documentation ready to go and the other agent has done their homework on bringing the client ready to go. If the client is not ready, we have to do most of the work. Probably the client closes in 2 years. Maybe we give out 10-15% because it's a client that's going to take longer to close. It takes more work, more time. So based on this is like very just common sense. What would you want to receive a referral to, for? Like, would you give 50% on the commission if that person comes unqualified? Probably not, right? The same way is both ways, receiving and giving. The good news is that the percentage in international transactions, this is a US base, 2%, but the referrals, at least the percentages that we receive in Mexico can be 4-6%, sometimes 8%. We've seen as high as 10%. And that way, this commission is much higher. So your percentage will vary based on that. Let's say it's just double. So from a 4%, we're already like at 6,000 as an example, if we're splitting 30%. Again, this is just is a framework, an example, so you know what to expect and that there's money sitting on the table. If you do have clients and if you send them to the tours, you will be able to make that extra commission whether you go to the tour or not. Clients are tagged to the person who referred them, and you can send that contract of referral even before the client steps on that country. So that's a super safe way to do things in the system, and that way you're guaranteed that referral income. Who are these tours for? So let's go over who are these tours for, especially when it comes to investors and families. Of course, this tour is great for agents, real estate agents. So if you have a friend that is a real estate agent, send them to the tour, send them the information. Maybe they want to participate. But also we have investors and families coming every single tour that we go to, and they want to work with somebody that knows about the market. They know the opportunity, they know their numbers, they know the what to do, what not to do. And the same way as buyers and families. So you don't want to buy above asking price unless it's really worth it. You don't want to be scammed, you don't want somebody to be biased or steer you in the direction that you don't want to go to. It's very common that this happens everywhere around the world. It's not sometimes there's no regulation against that. So agents will do probably whatever it feels for them. If you are a dual agent, they might just do that based on the commission, but not based on your interest and what's good for you. Something that I want to mention is that you don't need a certification to join these real estate tours. Of course, if you're an investor, you don't need a certification for anything. It's more like, let's go and explore and let's see what's over there.